Hello students, today we can study some problems from quadratic equation. The first problem is question number 6E, 10th question in your textbook. That is, the question is, in an auditorium, seats were arranged in rows and columns. The number of rows was equal to the number of seats in each row. When the number of rows was doubled and the number of seats in each row was reduced by 10, the number of seats increased by 300. Find the number of rows in the original arrangement and the number of seats in the auditorium after rearrangement. So, in this type of question, first you must understand the question clearly. So, you can see here, if this is an auditorium and seats were arranged as rows and columns. So, it is given as number of rows is equal to the number of seats in each row. For example, if there are x number of rows, then in each row x number of seats are there. Here 4 number of seats in each row, and total 1, 2, 3, 4, total 4 rows are there. So 4 by 4. Similarly, in this question we don't know how many number of rows and number of seats in each row is there. So we need to take it as x. So seats, number of seats equals x, and number of rows is also x. Okay, so that is clear. That is, let the number of rows be x, number of seats in each row is x, and so the total number of seats equal x into x. How? Here we can say x number of seats is there in each row and there are x number of rows are there. So x into x is x square. That is the total number of seats. Then the condition is, now if the number of rows was doubled, that means x becomes 2x, 2 into x, that is 2x. Now, and number of seats in each row reduced by 10, then it will be x minus 10. Okay, now the total number of seats equals 2x into x minus 10. It is clear? Initially it was x into x. Now it is 2x into x minus 10. 2x into x minus 10. Then a condition is given in the question that, you can see the question in this condition is given that the number of seats increased by 300, because when we rearrange like this, the number of seats increased by 300. That means 2x into x minus 10 equals x square plus 300, because x square was the initial total number of seats plus 300. Okay, it's clear? 2x into x minus 10 equals x square plus 300. Now you get a quadratic equation and you can expand this. You will get 2x square minus 20x minus x square minus 300 equals 0. Now we can 2x square minus x square you got as x square minus 20x minus 300 equals 0. Now you need to split it like minus 20x can be written as minus 30x plus 10x. So we will get take the common value x and it will become x into x minus 30 plus 10 into x minus 30 equals 0. That means factorization, either x plus 10 equals 0 or x minus 30 equals 0. That means x equals minus 10 or x equals 30. X can't be minus 10. So x will be 30, because negative values will not come for the number of rows. So we only need to take this positive value. So x is 30. That means for the first question the answer is number of rows in original arrangement. That means the x equals 30. Then the second question is number of seats after rearrangement. That means x square plus 300, because it is given in the question that the total number of seats after rearrangement will be 300 more. That means x square plus 300. X square plus 300, that means x is 30. So 30 square plus 300, 30 square is 900 plus 300 equals 1200. Okay students, so hope this video is useful for you. Thank you.